The art of letting go is a pivotal concept in recovering from heartbreak. When you master the art of letting go, it allows you to take back control of yourself during the healing journey. Your ex can no longer influence you or keep a hold on you. In this video today, we will go over 10 lessons to master the art of letting go after a breakup. Before we start, I want to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to receive notifications for more life-changing content about recovering from heartbreak. Your comments and feedback are always appreciated. Number 1. This too shall pass. When you're going through heartbreak, the grief, sadness and pain can feel endless. In those first few weeks and months after a breakup, it seems impossible that you'll ever recover. How can you feel better when just getting through the day without crying feels like a Herculean task? It's completely normal to feel overwhelmed and devastated. But remember, this agony won't last forever. With time, it will pass. Even if you can't imagine feeling better right now, have faith that the sharp edges of your grief will gradually soften. Remind yourself that you've gotten through painful experiences before. Heartbreak may be one of the most shattering pains there is, but you have inner strength to heal. Think back to other losses or hardships you've faced. At the time, you likely couldn't conceive of reaching the other side, but you did. Reflect on how much progress you've already made. The first week after a breakup often brings the most intense pain. If you've made it through even one day since then, that shows your resilience. Honor each small step forward. As more time passes, you'll find the sadness comes in waves rather than constant agony. Little by little, laughter and joy will creep back in. You'll have moments of realization that you haven't thought of your ex for hours. There will be nights when you sleep soundly again. Slowly but surely, you're moving farther from the pain. Be patient and caring with yourself during this journey. Try daily journaling to process emotions. Lean on family and friends to lighten the load. Immerse yourself in hobbies, work, exercise. Take all the time you need. This too shall pass. Number 2. Don't lose yourself. It's so easy after a breakup to lose sight of who you are and what matters most to you. Heartbreak has a way of consuming your whole world, especially at first. Staying true to yourself can feel impossible. But don't let this heartbreak change your core values or personality. The pain you feel now does not need to define who you are. You are still the same person with the same beliefs, passions, and dreams. This is an important time to reflect on what is most meaningful to you. What principles and ethics guide you? What hopes fuel you? What brings you joy? Keep those things close as your compass. Guard against acting out of character just to numb the pain. Don't betray your values or neglect hobbies that make you feel centered. Don't isolate yourself from people who enrich your life. Don't cope through unhealthy habits. You may not feel like yourself right now, but have faith that in time you will regain your emotional balance and feel whole again. For now, make choices each day that honor who you truly are deep down. Stay rooted in the activities and people that make you feel centered, not adrift. Though your heart is battered and bruised, your inner light still shines bright. Keep believing in your own resilience. This heartbreak does not have to dim your spirit. You may evolve from this experience, but do so from a place of thoughtful self-care, not reactionary changes. Your heart will mend even stronger without losing the unique beauty that makes you who you truly are. Keep fighting to stay true to yourself. Number 3. Examine your perspectives. When you're heartbroken, it can distort your perspective and cloud your judgment. You may be making assumptions about your ex, your relationship, or yourself that aren't entirely true. An important part of healing is to examine your mindset from all angles. Are you replaying only the good times, forgetting the pain? Are you blaming yourself entirely? Are you assuming the worst of your ex when reality is more nuanced? This introspection isn't meant to second-guess the validity of your grief. Heartbreak brings up many complex emotions, all of which deserve compassion. But your mindset impacts how you heal. Consider writing down your thoughts and feelings. Look at it from a neutral perspective. Ask yourself, is the story I'm telling myself balanced? Am I mind-reading or jumping to conclusions about my ex's motives? Am I overinflating the bad and discounting the good? Share these reflections with a trusted friend. Their perspective can illuminate blind spots or unhelpful patterns. The pain makes it hard to see things clearly, so lean on support. Examining your mindset isn't about diminishing your feelings. It's about ensuring the narrative you tell yourself is fair and accurate. False assumptions will only deepen the wound. An honest assessment guards against excessive rumination and speeds healing. No one can see a situation completely objectively, especially when emotions run high. But challenging your own perspectives brings more understanding. You gain power over the pain when you can look at it through a lens of truth. Number 4, practice self-care. When you're going through the agony of heartbreak, taking care of your basic needs can feel impossible. The emotional pain consumes every ounce of energy you have. Simply getting out of bed or choking down a few bites of food feels like a Herculean task. But even though it's so difficult, making self-care a priority is crucial to help you survive and eventually heal from the breakup. Especially in the first few weeks and months, be extra gentle with yourself. Accept that you may not be functioning at your normal capacity, and that's understandable. Conserve your energy for only what's absolutely necessary. Aim to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, even if you need sleep aids initially. Lack of sleep will exacerbate the emotional roller coaster you're already experiencing. Follow a healthy, balanced diet as best you can. The nutrients will help stabilize your mood. Gentle exercise like walking, yoga, or swimming can soothe anxiety. But don't feel guilty on the days you can barely get off the couch. Honor what your body needs right now. Reduce obligations and unnecessary stress when possible. Ask for extensions on work projects or deadlines. Say no to social events if they feel too draining. Keep your calendar as simple as you can for a while. Spend time outdoors. Read books that comfort you. Take relaxing baths. Cuddle with pets. Do whatever nurtures your spirit. Let loved ones take care of you. Ask for help around the house. Accept offers of home-cooked meals or childcare help. Seek hugs and empathetic ears. Consider counseling to process the complex emotions in a healthy way. Join a breakup support group to feel less alone. On the worst days, focus on getting through hour by hour. Celebrate small accomplishments like showering, getting dressed, taking a short walk. Be exceedingly patient and speak kindly to yourself, even if progress feels slow. With time and care, the waves of grief become less frequent and intense. But nurturing your body and soul is the best way to speed the healing. You deserve comfort. Be compassionate with yourself. Number 5, reframe your narrative. When dealing with heartbreak, it's easy to see yourself as a victim, as someone who got left behind and broken. But this narrative disempowers you. It centers your ex, not yourself. Instead, reframe the story you tell. See this experience as part of your hero's journey. You have been wounded, but will use this pain to grow stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Suffering is part of every hero's tale. Heartbreak can give you greater understanding, strength, and resilience for future challenges. How you respond now writes the next chapter. Let this be a chapter where you courageously care for yourself and sit with complex emotions. Recognize your inner wholeness beneath the grief. See your ex compassionately, not as a villain. Open your heart to gratitude for people who support you. Reflect on how you can grow from this. What life lessons or newfound wisdom results? How can this help you clarify what you truly want and need in relationships? This shift in narrative from victim to hero reclaims your power. Heroes have mentors, allies, inner strength to weather storms. You have those things too. This may be your darkest hour, but dawn still waits ahead. Your worthiness, hopes, and life purpose remain intact. In fact, this deep pain may be what helps you live more boldly and intentionally going forward. Keep sight of the positive transformation that results from choosing growth over bitterness. The most inspiring heroes are those who overcome great adversity. With courage and grace, write your next chapter. Let your heartbreak be part of what makes your story epic, not tragic. You are still the hero of your journey. Number 6. Grow your resilience. Heartbreak rocks you to the core. It can feel like your sense of self and belief in relationships lie in pieces. The deep wounds make you question how you'll possibly heal, but with time and intention, you can emerge even more resilient. Research shows that going through painful life challenges can help develop inner strength and fortitude. Like training for a marathon, adversity builds emotional stamina and grit. This heartbreak can be a catalyst for incredible personal growth. How you respond now is critical. Efforts to numb or avoid the pain will delay healing, but leaning into the discomfort with radical self-care and reflection allows it to transform you. Examine your old wounds and patterns. Where did this relationship highlight areas for growth in setting boundaries, communicating needs, or asserting worth? Use this pain to gain self-knowledge, practice new emotional skills, work through anger and resentment with healthy outlets like journaling, learn to self-soothe anxiety through meditation, strengthen your support system, develop new hobbies and passions. Growth requires vulnerability and perseverance. You may feel you're backtracking at times, but little by little, you're building resilience. You learn you can survive grief and come out wiser. With intention, heartbreak's growth lessons last beyond the pain. You carry them forward into a life of greater authenticity, wisdom about what you need and deserve, and capacity to hold hardship with grace. What feels so shattering today will make you unbreakable tomorrow. Number 7. Focus outward. When you're in the depths of heartbreak, it can feel impossible to focus on anything but your own grief and pain. Your world collapses down to just getting through each day. It's incredibly challenging to lift your sights outward when you're struggling just to take the next step forward. But finding ways to help others is such an important part of the healing journey. Research shows that acts of service and compassion boost your oxytocin levels and lift your mood even during very dark times. Start small if needed. Bake cookies for a sick friend or neighbor. Send a card to someone going through a hard time. Help out with chores for family members. Volunteer once a week with a cause you care about, like walking dogs at the animal shelter. Performing small acts of service gets you outside of your own headspace, even briefly. As you have capacity, expand your focus outward even more. Use the lessons you're learning in your own grief recovery to help mentor friends going through breakups or young people navigating dating. Share your story on social media to assure others they aren't alone. Practice empathy and compassion at every opportunity, even when you least feel like it. Have real conversations with friends where you ask how they're doing and actively listen. Reach out to your support system instead of withdrawing. Kindness given will be kindness received. No one recovers from the depths of heartbreak alone. Healing comes from community, from helping each other shoulder the load. Even when it feels impossible, make plans with supportive friends and show up. Battle the isolation by connecting your struggle to others. Continue to honor your own inner work and self-care as you also lift your sights outward. Bit by bit, turning your focus to helping others will start to shift your perspective and bring back light. Together, step by step, we make our way through. Number 8. Let go of what you can't control. You dissect every conversation, every date, every fight. You criticize yourself relentlessly, thinking over all the ways you could have prevented the ending. You pine in agony over what used to be. The urge is so strong to somehow change or control the unchangeable past. But once a relationship has reached its end, there are so many factors that are simply no longer within your power. As much time as you spend tearing apart the past, you cannot alter what has already happened. All that obsessive rumination will do is deepen your suffering and make it harder to heal. Instead, you must dig deep and find the strength to redirect your energy towards the only thing you can control, your own inner healing process. Keep your focus entirely on self-care practices that comfort you and lift your spirits in the present moment. Fill your schedule with exercise, social connection, favorite hobbies, nourishing food. Pursue goals that have nothing to do with the ended relationship. When painful memories and regrets come flooding in, use mindfulness techniques to remain grounded in the here and now. Be compassionate yet detached from those thoughts. Let them pass through your mind like clouds in the sky. Refuse to suppress or engage with them. Breathe through the discomfort until it crests like a wave, then recedes again. Consider writing out your unresolved feelings in a letter you don't send, or burning the letter for cathartic release. Forgive yourself for any perceived mistakes. You were doing the best you could with the knowledge and resources you had at the time. You alone are not to blame for the relationship ending. Accept that the breakup has happened. Nothing will change that reality, but you have absolute power over how you move forward from this. Each moment is a chance to let go a little more and step into creating the beautiful life that still awaits you. Number 9. Trust in change. The future looks bleak through the grieving haze. It's so hard to trust you will emerge wiser and continue growing, but change is the only constant in life. Your heartbreak will not stay this acute forever. Time truly does heal wounds if you let it. Little by little, you will assimilate the lessons from this pain. You will rediscover sources of meaning and purpose. Your spirit will revive. Have faith in your inner resilience. Believe that better days wait ahead. This heartbreak can plant seeds of wisdom you'll carry forward through life's next chapters. Let it refine your understanding of what you need in relationships. Your path forward remains, even if you can't envision it yet through the grief. Appreciate the ways you have already changed and grown in small but meaningful ways. Trust that the person you are becoming will be marked by greater compassion, insight, and maturity. Someday you will look back at this heartbreak as a pivotal turning point rather than a story of defeat. It will be woven into the fabric of who you are. For now, withstand the winds of change by anchoring inward. Let time work its gentle healing magic. This pain too shall pass. When new beginnings start to emerge, embrace them. Have courage to start fresh. The path keeps winding ever onward. You will continue your heroic journey. Trust in the changing seasons. Number 10. Open your heart again. In time, the greatest healing happens when you open your heart once more. When the time is right, don't let fear hold you back from new relationships and connections. You deserve to experience love again, even if that feels hard to believe right now. Have faith that there are still people out there worthy of your trust. Start slowly by opening up to loving friends and family. Let their care help thaw your heart. Release grudges and forgive those who have hurt you. Little by little, Make space for joy and laughter again. Date yourself for a while by trying new hobbies, exploring interests, and enjoying solo adventures. When you feel ready, consider dating again while keeping healthy boundaries. Getting to know new people can help you see yourself through fresh eyes. Approach new relationships from a place of openness, not cynicism. Be upfront about your past so it doesn't create barriers. Stay attuned to any lingering grief, but keep moving forward. You now know more about what you want and need from love. Set standards aligned with your values. Wait for real reciprocity, not just infatuation. Have faith that with self-knowledge comes the power to build healthy relationships. The human heart has infinite capacity to love, to mend, and to open again. When the time feels right, take courageous steps forward. New love is still possible. And those are 10 lessons to help you master the art of letting go after a breakup. I hope this video provided you with some guidance and encouragement during such a challenging time. Remember, be patient and kind to yourself through every step of the healing process. Honor your emotions, but don't let them control you. Stay anchored in practices of self-care and personal growth. Surround yourself with supportive community. With time and intention, you will emerge from this heartbreak wiser, stronger, and more resilient. It will no longer have power over you. Though the path forward may not be clear yet, have faith in your ability to create a beautiful new chapter. Your story is far from over. You are still the hero of your journey. As painful as this chapter has been, it does not define your worth or potential. Brighter days wait ahead. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Leave any other suggestions for future breakup recovery topics in the comments below. I wish you all the best on your healing journey.